Then Jacob went on his journey and came to the land of the children of the east. And he looked and saw a well in the field, and 3 flocks of sheep lying there by it. For out of that well they watered the flocks, and the stone on the well's mouth was large. And all the flocks were gathered there, and they rolled the stone from the well's mouth, and watered the sheep, and put the stone again on the well's mouth in its place. And Jacob said to them, "My brothers, where are you from?" And they said, "We are from Haran." And he said to them, "Do you know Laban the son of Nahor?" And they said, "We know him." And he said to them, "Is it well with him?" And they said, "It is well, and Rachel his daughter is coming with the sheep." And he said, "It is still broad daylight, it is not time for the livestock to be gathered together. Water the sheep and go feed them." And they said, "We cannot until all the flocks are gathered together." And they rolled a stone from the well's mouth, then we water the sheep. While he was still speaking with them, Rachel came with her father's sheep, for she kept them. And came to pass, when Jacob saw Rachel, the daughter of Laban, his mother's brother, and the sheep of Laban, his mother's brother, that Jacob went near and rolled the stone from the well's mouth, and watered the flock of Laban, his mother's brother. And Jacob kissed Rachel and lifted up his voice and wept. And Jacob told Rachel that he was her father's brother, and that he was Rebekah's son. And she ran and told her father. And it came to pass, when Laban heard the news of Jacob, his sister's son, that he ran to meet him and embraced him and kissed him and brought him to his house. And he told Laban all these things. And Laban said to him, "Surely you are my bone and my flesh." And he stayed with him a month. And Laban said to Jacob, "Because you are my brother, should you serve me for nothing? Tell me, what shall your wages be?" And Laban had 2 daughters. The name of the elder was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. And Leah's eyes were tender, but Rachel was beautiful and well-favored. And Jacob loved Rachel, and he said, "I will serve you 7 years for Rachel, your younger daughter." And Laban said, "It is better that I give her to you than that I should give her to another man. Stay with me." And Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed to him but a few days, for the love he had for her. And Jacob said to Laban, "Give me my wife, for my days are fulfilled, that I may go into her." Laban gathered together all the men of the place and made a feast. And it came to pass in the evening that he took Leah his daughter and brought her to him, and he went into her. And Laban gave Zilpah his servants to his daughter Leah for servants. And it came to pass in the morning that, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, "What is this you have done to me? Did I not serve with you for Rachel? Why then have you deceived me?" And Laban said, "It is not done this way in our place, to give the younger before the firstborn. Fulfill the week of this one, and we will give you the other also for the service which you shall serve with me yet 7 other years. And Jacob did so, and fulfilled her week, and he gave him Rachel his daughter as wife. And Laban gave Bilhah his servant to Rachel his daughter, to be her servant. And he went it also to Rachel, and he loved Rachel more than Leah, and served with him yet 7 other years. And Jehovah saw that Leah was hated, and he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren. And Leah conceived and bore a son, and she called his name Reuben, for she said, because Jehovah has looked upon my affliction, for now my husband will love me. And she conceived again and bore a son, and said, because Jehovah has heard that I am hated, he has therefore given me this son also. And she called his name Simeon. And she conceived again and bore a son, and said, now this time my husband will be joined to me, because I have borne him 3 sons. Therefore his name was called Levi. And she conceived again and bore a son, and said, this